Machiwe. Machiwe. Are you in? Damn it. Machiwe.
I am in, senor. Do not make so much noise. Come in. Come in. Good, good. You bring the grain?
I brought it. Listen, I think someone might have followed me here. We've got to be quick.
I give you your 5 minutes. And with it, I will give you a lifetime of futures you may live out through riches and power, senor. Do not command me through time. Sit.
Listen, have you got the powder or haven't you?
I have the blue gold. See. And in exchange, you will make the offerings that I have taught you, yes?
Listen, I'll say the words that you tell me to say. I'm not like my grandfather. I don't know all this mumbo-jumbo stuff. What I want is the gold. I want the swords that you talked about. I want the blades. The priceless blades, yes? They'll be in the chest. You promised.
See, all you have to do is say the words, senor, and you will make the promises to the ones who swim deep beneath, who circle the old cities and speak to men through dreams. This, the blue gold, is the crust broken off those that fly between the stars. Sprinkle it into the powder as I show you. Rub it into the grains and say the words that I instruct.
All right. Let's get this over with.
Unzara, Kelana, Cthulhu, Dagon, Hydra.
Is that it?
That is all you have to do. But focus now upon the dreamer. You know the man it will be, and use this knife to kill him. With his blood, the frenzy, senor, it will begin. And then you will see what the madness can bring. Only a glimpse, a window into the soul of the future and the past.
This place, you say it's guarded?
See, protected, but they will not harm you. You may go to the caves if you carry this blade. Keep it a secret. Do not let anybody have it. This one that you will kill, you know him. You name him now to me.
Blaseby. Eric Blaseby. That's who I'm going to kill. Sodding well doing his scrimshaw all the bloody time. Thinks he's a sailor. I'll tell you what, he's the last thing that you could call a sailor. All he loves is peace. All he wants to do is make amends for what's gone before. He's had money his whole life. He hasn't had to drag himself up from the dirt like me.
I do not wish to hear your story, Senor Rothman. I wish for you to say the words. You have them memorized. Do not write them down, see, Senor?
I won't write them down. I've got them up here. My mind's as sharp as a tack. All right. That's long enough. I can't be missed. Here. Is it really true you met my grandfather?
Senor Hoskins? Oh, see. He was a brave man. I met them all. The Russians, St. Vincent Hamilton, all of his airs and graces, and yet we all come to dust, unless we swim beneath the sea and dream with the great dreamer, see? Quiet now. You're right. I think somebody did follow you. You must go. Do not speak of this with anyone.
Oh no. Don't you worry much, Iway. I won't speak of this to anyone. I'll just get that gold and give these idiots what they deserve. The Apocalypse players present Trail of the Loathsome Slime, a 2nd edition Call of Cthulhu scenario by Marcus L. Rowland, adapted for 7th edition by Joseph Chance, starring Dominic Allen as Barney Basker, the documentary maker.
I spin round and I stride over, got the tape recorder going straight away, assuming I still have it. If there's something important, we should record it.
Dan Wheeler as Johnny McCutcheon, the ornithologist.
I've got the papers in my hand, and I say, did you say that fella you saw in your dream was called? And I check that no one's looking, and then I show him the paper that references the ship, the Alicia Gonzalez.
Special guest starring Mark Meer as Pascal Giraud, the pilot.
And then Giraud, from a bag that's been hanging over his shoulder, pulls out a .45. I'm taken care of. Wish I had a duel on me before. Could have been a shorter fight.
And special guest starring Adam Meggido as Danny Cook, the photographer.
Trust me, it's better to be one inside one of these than one of these that's on fire and you have to jump out of one of these.
With Jeany Spark as Dr. Rosa Thomas-Dalton, PhD, the researcher.
All right, I want you to take a breath, slap yourself around the face and calm down. You're hysterical. You need to calm down. I'm going to get nothing done with you in this state. Good. All right, you need to get out of your own head and focus on what's right in front of you, Mr. Basker.
Danann McAleer as Edwin Crowe, the independent security contractor.
I turn to McCutcheon and I hand him the papers I picked up. Because I know he's more of that sort of guy than me. I hand him to them, so put those with the others. I'll head on up. I'll fill you in. And I sort of give him a look as in, trying to suggest, if you find anything of interest, let me know.
And Joseph Chance as your keeper of the arcane lore. The engine hums to life of the snowcat, Edwin Crowe. What's your drive skill?
Right, let's have a look, shall we? 50.
Yeah, so you're just checking that she's running okay as she's on deck now, and she's about to be.
All of my repairs much better, but my actual drive 50.
You're going to winch it over, but you just wanted to double check. So you get out, and you can see Giraud and Cook in the chopper. They're already ready to go, and you thought you were sort of all going to go at the same time. So if it's all right with you, you dash over to the winch and you expertly roll your operate heavy machinery.
I'd love to.
Pulling it out of the hole was easy, but
that's a 12 on a 71. It's the smoothest landing in the world.
You land that bad boy.
Yeah.
Baines comes up to you as you get out of the cab of the winch, of the crane winch, and puts his hand out and says, I just want to say good luck, Crowe. Whatever Rothman's up to, I know you're a good man.
You're not coming with us?
I can't. I've got to try and fix this ship as fast as we possibly can.
Of course.
With Jones and Simpson, maybe 2 days. I think we can get it done. If the captain comes around, maybe slightly less. I don't know.
Well, listen, there's flares, right? If you need any help, fire a flare. I'll keep my eye on the horizon however far we go.
Good thinking.
I'd focus on the phalange if I were you, but that's just my opinion.
Do you think there really is something in the water?
I don't know. I saw something move, but could well have just been a shoal of mackerel around the wreck of that old ship.
Sure.
It's hard to tell.
It's good thinking. Mackerel, right? Sure.
Yeah. But hey.
He nods it.
You feel any suction? Yeah. You feel any movement on this that's unnatural? Come to shore. We're aground anyway. The ship's not going anywhere. Don't take any risks.
Good thinking. Oh, You might need this. And he takes a 45 out of his jacket and hands it over to you. Says, just in case.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that. You got one yourself?
You know how to use it better than I do.
True.
And then he walks off back to the others without even a backwards glance. So, the moment of truth. Can we get the helicopter off the ship?
Let's see if we can.
Oh.
I believe we can.
Well, I was going to say, what if...
That is...
Hey.
What have you rolled? What have you rolled?
I've rolled a 35, which is a hard success.
Yeah, because you need a hard success. Okay, good. Okay. Because it's the thing is tilted like this, so taking off is effectively like flying into the mountain briefly and then back out again. So...
Whoa! Sorry about the rough ride there, Cookie, but I think we're going to be okay.
It's a hell of a ride, Cookie.
Okay, drift.
It's exactly what you needed.
Yeah, perfect.
And any sense of that anxiety is turned to adrenaline as the two of you pitch up. Now, I'm gonna say that everybody is now in the vehicles.
Yeah.
But where are you headed? Because you're in the maximum. You're in the maximum operational level of things. You can choose the same location. Or
We've got radio contact, right?
Yep. You've got limited radio contact.
Yeah.
Giraud,
Between the vehicles.
I reckon we should go round and look down in the water where Basker saw that thing.
Okay, but we want to keep eyes on Rotman, huh?
Yeah, but we're not once round and straight over.
That's all right. I've got Ross.
Okay, I will take her over. You take a look. I'll concentrate on keeping this bird in the air.
Yeah. Good idea. We may be... If I'm driving the snowcat, is that right?
Certainly are.
I think I'll stay on the radio. Don't worry. We'll catch up with him. Bring him back in.
And we'll catch up with you. Over.
Excellent. See you soon. Over.
That's good that you say over at the end, because then they know you are done saying your thing.
Clever.
Aye.
Yeah, it wasn't an ill omen.
Over. It's all over.
That's all over.
So remind me,
Alive.
Crowe, which way you headed? Have I got? Can anyone give me
East.
East.
After Rothman Super Kings.
any grid references you want to give me? Because this is a Games Workshop orientated sort of moment.
Oh Christ!
Well, you've got a map with grid references, and the team can. I understand where Giraud and Cook.
Do I actually?
But
Well, where did we see him going?
you saw him heading due east, and obviously you've been given a complex system of.
I mean, did it look like he potentially could have been going towards the hut?
Well,
Or he would... Or
you would have thought he was heading. If you're going to say it was a location, he would appear to be.
The centre.
He would appear to be heading towards the. He was going uphill, cutting over the lower jaw of the bay. So, in fact, I should describe the map because we've been given this wonderful map by Games Workshop.
Griffon map. Here we go.
And they
Got it.
have provided. It evokes the shape of a griffin's skull. This island. So, looking at it with the reservoir in the centre, which looks like an eye, a lake, which is like an eye. A stream runs down to it to meet the mouth of the bay, which really is encircled by these two beak-like sharp points. And then rising up behind to the northeast of the eye is this spur of land, like a griffin's ear or horn even. And it's all rising up in those classic Antarctic area, like jagged peaks formations. Very dramatic.
Okay.
But yeah, so he was heading southeast, technically.
I'm out.
Okay.
But definitely in an easterly direction, away and up and over.
What coordinates are we currently at?
So you are in the mouth of the bay, where the dotted line goes for the safe sea route.
Okay.
You've come in and you've beached on the low tide area where the bump is on M5. There's a sort of tooth-like bump in the lower jaw of this griffin-like.
Gotcha.
Oh, yes.
You've beached there. I tell you what, as you fly up, you've got binoculars in there, and
You give a scan of the area, and with the newfound height, the aerial presentation, Cook, you see it first. The cabin has been destroyed. The cabin to the north on J6.
There's nothing left of it. Over.
So you guys in the snow track hear this.
Which has been destroyed?
The cabin, the triangle.
Shite.
And you can hear McCutcheon turning the map over frantically at the front of the snow track, trying to get a grip of this geography, which he probably has because he's skilled in that department.
Well, if we were looking for the last transponder, I think we are out of luck, huh?
Aye.
Well, that Rothman.
But I still want to be heading in the direction Rothman went in.
He must know something, right? Or either that, or he's lost his nut. Huh? Either way, we should follow him.
Well, need to pick him up either way. So I'm going to continue towards where we last sighted Rothman.
Affirmative. We'll find you there. Over.
Excellent.
Is it worth doing? I mean, is it clear in which direction he went, or is it worth doing a tracking roll?
Yeah, you can. So you can track up. You don't need to do tracking for over the hill. But I am going to have to ask, if you're going straight up and over, you're going to have to do a drive check for the rocks.
That's fine.
But if you're going round the heathered beach, slightly snowy bit, you can take slightly longer, but no drive test.
Presumably we'd still be faster than him, even taking the long way around.
It probably is 30 miles an hour. And also he's got a bit of a head start on you. You can no longer see him. He knows the island.
I'm going to go for the rocks. Apologies in advance. I'll give it a roll. That's 59. I'm going to push it.
Push the roll, not spend the luck. I love it. It's a 50%. It's a good...
I put my foot down.
It's exciting.
I start feeling the bump under the tracks, and I instead of easing off, I put my foot down to try and plough them into the soil. I know it's hard soil.
Mr. Crowe! Mr. Crowe!
Don't worry.
Oh, God.
Hang on.
My seatbelt's very rickety.
Aye.
I'm feeling a bit nervous.
It's all right. I'd say it's a 17 of all right.
Have you done this before?
No.
He double declutches beautifully.
Caterpillar tread, innit?
And just switches down to second when you least expect it. And there's the hum of the snow track.
Right.
And it's just the point of...
I do a couple of donuts just to celebrate.
As always.
Mr. Crowe, could you stop doing donuts, please?
It's just as Giraud and Cook begin to swing out over the water, and Cook, you get a real exhilaration as you hear the gear. It's the last you hear of the physical sound of the vehicle, as you hear the gear biting in beautifully as this wonderful driving moment happens, and the snow track drifts out of sight onto the other side of the hill. And the two of you, and so now you're making progress. Effectively, you can't see the hide, but if you were to go to the furthest end of the eastern shore, you'd see the hide up there. There are 4 hides on the island. You swing out over the water. How low are you going to go, Giraud? Are you going to get a really good look, or are you going to take a pass at a standard height?
At a standard height, I think. So that we're up high because we want to also, if we can spot the Rothman from up here. So
yeah. So I'll give both a spot hidden. Giraud, as a penalty die for you. This is for the water. If you want to look at the water.
Oh, I don't need that penalty die. I've failed on mine.
I make it. Regular.
Nice. A regular success. So you can see a better outline of the of what you're pretty convinced is the Unity Canto. It fits the bill. Freight ship. I guess that would be 100-footer. I don't know. 80-footer. I don't know. They're massive, aren't they? Those freighter ships. But it's obviously in the deepest part of the harbour there. And you can see nothing untoward about the front of the ship. The bows are the bit that you can see the best. The aft is submerged more deeply. The tide is going out, of course.
And anything moving in the water, like I said.
Can't see anything moving at this stage. I mean, obviously, I'm saying you're about... Well, you're a safe distance up, so you're probably 500 metres up. Giraud could go closer.
What about tracks around the bay coming out of the water?
Then you had a regular pass, didn't you?
Regular.
Yeah,
I do also have a tracking skill.
You think you can see some tracks of this strange slime?
Okay. They look like fresh tracks.
Some of them do look fresher, and they do seem to lead into the water around the equidistant point to the submerged ship.
So can I tell if it's something going from the island to the water or from the water to the island?
Well, that particular trail looks like it's about 30 foot across. So what would you imagine would be able to go from the water onto the island that size?
This thing that we glimpsed just now.
Yeah.
Considerably large.
So obviously that was a submerged thing that could have been a shoal of mackerel, for instance. But now you're saying it could come onto the land, and you're actually taking that. Could you give me an intelligence check?
Critical success.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So you understand exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking something big enough came up out of that ship onto the shore. So could you give me a sanity roll?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hard success.
Made it. Why not? It's perfectly possible, isn't it?
I say over the intercom to the others, I say, Unity Canto found, confirmed.
Right.
Seeing tracks leading from... Wait a minute. No, that can't be right. That's tracks from the... And then I just cut off.
Cookie?
Wait, tracks from where?
Cookie, what you say? I can't see shit. I'm trying to fly this thing.
Something's coming in and out of the water into the ruins of the ship and in and out. It's them tracks. It's from something.
You cut back to the snow track, and the four of you are becoming increasingly aware of these trails. And every now and then the vehicle slips slightly in a slightly odd way, and he's doing a great job, Crowe, of hiding it, as if it's just like it's perfectly standard. And it's not snow. You all know it's not snow. There's this kind of weird slickness.
Right. One of them roads up by Robin Hood's Bay in winter when the frost sets in.
He keeps talking about Robin Hood's Bay, and then he just suddenly he says something else.
Oh. Shit. Cookie, what did you say? Shit. Hey lads, the traction's going.
So, could you give me a power roll, Crowe?
Aye, I'd love to.
Just Crowe.
That's a 39 on a 55.
Perfect. Yeah, so you desperately want to talk about it. Desperately want to. It would be the perfect moment. Because finally there's something else out there that might not be quite exactly what everybody else thinks the world is.
Exactly.
But of course you managed to master yourself. But could the other three of you give me the spot hidden roll? Therefore he's out of it. He can't check. And I'm looking for exact numbers as well.
Oh, 92.
Oh.
I got 92 as well.
Ooh, interesting. But neither of them are.
I failed. I could spend a bit of luck to make it a regular success if that was any good.
No good, yeah.
I'm going to push the roll.
Yes, lovely.
I'm going to push it as well.
Sweet. Should we all push it?
Yeah.
Let's all push it.
I'm pushing it by leaning right out of the snowmobile.
And I'm going to lean out next to you and say, you better watch yourself, huh, Basker? I've already fallen out of one window today. Don't want to fall out of another one.
And I'm going to stand up in my seat.
Oh, God.
Down on the back there.
Okay, yeah. Sort of leaning over Crowe. Effectively.
Quiet in the cheap seats.
Oh, there we are. That's better.
Well, actually, McCutcheon or Basker, you're going to be in the front. Who's in the front with Crowe?
Dom's space.
Me.
Basker's in the front. So how are the pushed rolls going? So I'll start with you, Basker, because you're in the front seat.
That's an 84.
Oh, dear. Yeah, it's just... It slips. And could you give me a dexterity check?
I've rolled a...
So long as it's not a fumble.
70 on my 30.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So there's a terrible bump, and your solar plexus
Explodes.
it just gets a proper whack against the metal corner of the window that you've wound down, and it really jars. So you're going to lose a hit point for that.
Help me!
It's like it's a proper welt. You can feel it, and you grimace, breathing hard. You come back in. You can't see shit for a few seconds.
Don't sit down, you mad twat.
I say no. It's your hip, not your solar plexus. It's your hip, cooked bone on metal. McCutcheon.
Oh.
It is a success this time, but it's not hard. It's not the hard you're looking for.
Okay, but so what you do see are the slime trails seem to be increased on this side. Yeah, I will give you that, and fresher, wide, about 30 foot wide. Rosa Thomas-Dalton, how did your pushed roll go?
Yes, better. 42 on a 65.
Nice. Okay, but still not a hard, and you can't spend luck unfortunately because it's a push roll. So you also see that the spread is wider, and also because of we've already given that you also see that there are far fewer penguins on this side. At least on the shore, there seemed some more penguins, like maybe a couple of hundred here and there. It looks bad.
Can I ask something?
Go on.
Have we been crisscrossing these tracks?
I think you've been avoiding them instinctively.
Aye. Yeah, that would be my instinct. I was just wondering if we hadn't.
As best you can, but every now and then you sort of hit a little edge of one that perhaps wasn't...
And do I feel it?
Oh, yeah.
In the traction?
It's got a totally different feel to snow.
Right.
And I tell you what, actually, both McCutcheon and Thomas-Dalton, you get the sense that there's that glittering. There's something glittering in the slime. As the sun hits this bank.
Gold.
Looks a bit gold. It does look a bit golden in this light.
Yeah.
Giraud, you're pulling around in a circle. The only way you're going to get any better knowledge of the Unity Canto is if you go closer, or you could swing over and look for the trail.
I mean, from Giraud's point of view, we've looked at the ship. I didn't see anything. Whatever.
There's the heights, of course. You could get up to the height.
Yeah, I will try. I think we will go to try to rendezvous with the snowcat and also see if we can spot Rotman from the air.
Yeah. Okay, so you fly up to the ridge. No test is needed. There's no stunt flying going on. So the two, I'm going to give you again a penalty die for flying, Giraud. Cook, I will give you either a spot hidden hard or a tracking.
I'll take the spot hidden hard.
Or a tracking.
And sorry, this is a penalty die on the spot hidden due to the fact that I'm flying?
Spot hidden, yeah, due to the fact you're flying.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I make
Did succeed, but with the penalty die.
I make the spot hidden hard.
It's just a bit windy. Hard,
yeah. 23 on a 75.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
So you see a man running along the furthest distance, running along the ridge. Just for a split second, and then he's gone.
I point. I say to Giraud, seen him. To Giraud, sorry. Giraud.
I take your word for it and get in the helicopter in that direction.
Are you gonna go into full acceleration mode?
Yes.
Primary ship mode.
Yes. I'm using the Blue Thunder afterburners.
Yeah. Use the afterburners. Give me a helicopter. Give me a piloting roll for that.
It's a success, not a hard success, just as regular
success is fine. Success is fine. Yeah, right. So you really shift over, and for a second you think you've completely lost him, Cook. The four of you down below in the snow track see this chopper roaring away so much faster than you can do. It's just so much more effective in this territory, and it seems to swoop down and then circle around again. Cookie, could you give me another spot hidden? But this time I'm going to give you a bonus die, but I'm still looking for a hard.
Does Giraud make a spot hidden as well, or is he too occupied?
I'll give you a spot hidden, classic spot hidden, no penalty die, but also looking for a hard.
Okay. Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Looking for it's a 22, which I think might even be an extreme. Hold on. No, just a hard.
So you see him below you, Rothman. He's made incredibly good progress. He's been following the line of the ridge, and it appears to be. Well, I'm going to give you the grid reference. It's the bottom of the chin of the Griffin. R14.
R14. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Yeah, he's down there. Okay.
He's heading for the beach. That little beach bit in the middle.
The question is, I mean, he is running flat out from the looks of things.
He's absolutely pacing it, but he seems. No, that was a hard success, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hard from Giraud.
Both of you.
Yeah.
So hard from Giraud, hard from of course, because that's what I asked for. Yeah. So you get the sense that he's sort of maybe be aware that you're up there, but he's just studying the ground. Looks like he's looking for something.
You think he's gone mad like the others?
I don't know. Let's get down and get him.
As he's pointing, saying, "Let's get down and get him," he disappears through a boulder. That's what it looks like to you two.
Wait, I've lost him.
Where'd he go?
Let's head down to where he last saw him.
Cookie, I'm going to be on level with you here. If he's gone like the others, I think the best we can do is put him down. But, okay.
So the snow track chases after. No more rolls are needed. You're just making further progress. And unless anybody wants to get out and get a sample of the slime.
I'm on the radio saying, right, you lot up in the sky. You seen him? Are we on the right course?
Yeah, we got him. We got eyes. Oh, shit, he's gone. He's gone. Okay,
What?
we know where he is, though.
Right. Are we on the right track?
The last, can we see them?
So yeah, you are. You're absolutely on the right track. I mean, going down to that sort of that grid reference is relatively easy given the map that you have.
Do we actually have a map of the island, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, several of them.
Okay, go for the bottom of the griffin's chin, you know?
Oh,
Which all kind of makes sense to you.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Very clever. Yeah, I'll do that. I was calling it the dragon's beard. Right, let's go.
Dominic, as
I carry on in that route.
It's kind of more like it's like the Triceratops, you know?
Yeah.
Not them, but the ones that are like them, that have the parrot face, like that one.
and there's always that one, isn't there, which has multiple horns, and I can never remember the name of it. Oh, my son would be so disappointed. But yes, much like a dinosaur's head. Dominic, you get an opportunity here. Could you give me a power roll?
Oh dear. Sounds like a Pyrrhic opportunity to me. Yes. That's a 59 on my
Yeah, well done.
40.
So you hear,
Help me.
and it appears to be coming from the water directly to your right.
And I'm still in the passenger seat.
Conveniently on the right-hand side, actually. So you and Rosa Thomas-Dalton are closest to the water. Although, I mean, you're still like 400 meters away.
I grab the wheel and turn it towards the water so that we're closer.
Crowe, could you... What's your instinct, Crowe? What's your instinct?
I'll resist that if I can.
Yeah.
Especially since it came from nowhere.
I think that's strength versus strength, isn't it?
Right.
Fight.
I've done very fucking badly on that. I rolled a 91 on my strength.
Well, that's a shame because you've got good strength, I seem to recall.
A regular success for me.
Yeah.
So it works, but I'm going to have to ask for a driving check, therefore, Crowe.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
From me.
Well, actually, who's got the...
Fight.
Well, if that move was to get the wheel out of my hands.
Yeah, I'm going to give a penalty drive roll to Crowe, and a bonus drive roll to Basker.
Nice.
Well, I fucked it on my first roll, so...
Could you roll the others just in case you do roll 90?
I didn't.
Okay, because I'll take the worst. Okay.
It was 57 was the worst.
I rolled a 55, ultimately, on my 20.
Right, so neither of you are in control. So the vehicle swings around, but it's pulled to the right. So you see this, Cookie and Pascal, as you're coming around for your circle to just double check. Do you want to go low to look at these stones? As the vehicle seems to have gone out of control slightly briefly?
I will come in low and also be like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Could you give me a piloting roll?
Easily done.
Yeah, aced it. So yeah, you're going down, and you both think you see a narrow defile in between two rocks.
It's quite long. It's about 20 foot in length, actually, but there's potentially enough for a man to slip through.
Cookie, you see that?
Yeah.
You see what I see?
Maybe he went through in there.
Only place he could have gone to disappear like that, I think.
McCutcheon and Thomas-Dalton, there's a contretemps happening in the front seats. But you
what are you playing at up there?
I'm going to say that you've both undone your seatbelts, because you did say that you were getting physically up and out and looking at things. So you could
Yeah, fair enough.
intervene if you wanted, or indeed grab the radio or some such. But you're now facing the water, heading down towards the water, but still like 500 metres away from the water.
Are we going too fast? We're going pretty fast. Too fast to sort of step.
You're going 35 miles an hour.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm definitely going to try and lean over and try and pull us back on course. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but...
No. Who are you going to favour, Basker, or so you're going to try and build Crowe? You're going to try and pull back to Crowe.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be heading into the water.
Give me a strength roll.
No good.
Rosa, Thomas-Dalton,
I think I'm going to try the same action.
give me a strength roll. It's clambering over around Crowe.
That is a veil.
The four of you are all round the wheel, and you look through the glass, and a heavy shadow comes across as a large cloud casts a darkness onto the ocean before you.
Cloud, yeah.
And a polypoid plastic mass emerges from the water.
No.
Oh, fuck.
At first, you think it's a million dead penguins, Rosa, Thomas-Dalton, and then you realise that the glittering eyes, and you can see what must be dozens of eyes in this polypoid black mass that seems to be plastic and rolling at intense speed up the beach. And then you realise that there are what appear to be sort of stretching tendrils of darkness coming out of it, but actually then you realise they are appendages.
Oh, God.
And they are reaching for the machine. Could you all roll luck for me?
Yeah. Okay. I fail
Fail.
somehow. Fuck me.
Hard success from me.
Hard success from McCutcheon. So, McCutcheon, you are... Before you can have your insanity reaction, you are aware of the vehicle picking up and something tearing through the top of it, and you are swept away with the tearing off. And could you lose D4 hit points?
God. Do you want me to roll for them?
Yes, please.
This might not work out too well for me.
Oh, you did gain one back from medical attention.
Oh, did I? Okay, great.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've only lost one, so that's great. So that puts me back what I've got there, still on 6.
Yeah. Basker and Crowe, you go briefly unconscious. Dalton is consumed by a tentacle.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Christ alive.
What? Am I dead?
I'm not necessarily saying you're dead.
Fucking hell.
You've been consumed by a tentacle as far as the others are aware.
Jesus Christ.
I've been consumed? Subsumed?
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone. It's been lovely. I'll be off then.
And so she disappears into the body of the creature. And the vehicle is sort of just kind of thrown over. So you see this, Giraud and Cookie. Let's have a sanity roll.
Okie doke. I think I've just barely made it. 71 on 75.
That is smooth moves by you. Was that a hand gesture? That's a thumbs up.
From Danny Cook.
Okay.
Bloody hell.
There's still plenty of swearing in the cockpit, though. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that thing? Do you see that, Cookie?
Yeah, I'm taking photos of it.
So let's do sand loss. I will do the sand loss for you two. So Giraud, remarkably only 2 sanity.
Okay.
Cookie, 4 sanity.
And they passed.
And you passed.
Do we need to do sanity rolls?
Well,
Yes, you will. I've knocked you out unconscious for a brief moment, but you will come back. McCutcheon, you're awake, yes?
Yeah.
So you need to do a sanity roll.
I did my sanity roll. Oh, no, I didn't do my sanity roll. I did my hit points. I didn't do my sanity roll. Sanity. Oh. Well, this is exactly just like a mirror of what happened last time. Just the rolls get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
That is the 00. That's 100.
You're absolutely kidding.
okay.
No.
So that's maximum sound loss, right?
Yeah. All the zeros.
So it's a D20, so you've lost 20 sanity.
Fuck me.
I mean, understandable. Completely understandable.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, understandable. It's a polypoid mass 30 foot across by 50 foot long.
Wow.
Of black, intelligent plastic, as it appears to you, with eyes.
And mouths where they shouldn't be.
And it's now on the beach, and it's sort of throwing one thing that way, and you see the guys fall out and just sort of drop onto the beach, and scale means nothing to you. You go instantly, indefinitely insane.
Damn right. You landed him.
I think you suffer a bout of... You suffer a bout of hysteria.
Yeah.
And it's maniacal laughter.
Yeah.
Running. You think you're running away, but actually just sort of running like a headless chicken. And then you realise actually in some ways you're also doing an impression of a penguin. Round and round in a circle, laughing, trying to make penguin noises, jumping up on rocks. Remarkably, yes. And that is what you were doing at this moment in time.
Excellent.
And I've rolled how many rounds you'll be doing that for. Is there anything else that he's doing that you'd like to add?
I'm not sure. I think being a penguin perhaps incapacitates me in terms of anything else I might like to be doing.
No, I mean, as in, like, it was a description of something that he might be doing. I don't know, maybe he's taking his clothes off.
No, I think I'm doing exactly that. I'm doing my best penguin imitation, but it's not it's hysterical and joyful, but I don't think it's cartoonish. It's quite an accurate portrayal of a penguin.
It's very well observed.
In terms of its movement and its feeding habits, and I think I might even be, like, sort of going down to the ground, sort of like as if I've got my young, and I'm maybe regurgitating my lunch into the imaginary mouth of an imaginary young penguin.
He's gone native.
And I find a little rock and sort of squat over it as if I'm keeping it warm, and I'm sort of shuffling and seeing if I can find any other penguins to, like, nestle in and keep warm. I'm doing
that. Is the power of Antarctica, is that he is the only real native, or is he?
Yeah.
All the time I have a piece of paper in my hand, which I'm sort of flapping. In fact, a piece of paper in both hands that I'm flapping like little wings.
It's at this point that I've realised the theme song for this whole scenario should be Antarctica by Men Without Hats. Do you know that one?
I don't know it. You'll have to send it to us.
I'll find it for later.
Amazing. So, astonishingly, Giraud and Cookie are still basically with it. I think there's been some intense swearing. Cookie's touching everything. Again.
Well, no, I think I've got that weird thing that you feel invulnerable behind a camera. You feel that nothing can touch you. And you
Yeah.
I think the fact,
Snaps.
and we are viewing this from
a fast-moving vehicle in the air. Yeah, it's the perfect place.
Go a little further, I think. A little further.
Now get closer. What? Closer,
Get closer to that thing?
Let's get in close.
No, what? Yeah, you want to get in close? I kick you out the fucking door.
So you...
Going back to the ship. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, using my telescopic lens and trying to get in as close as I can.
You can see Rosa's body travelling further up the tentacle.
Come on, grab her.
From your position.
Oh.
And it seems to enter into a weird bubble high on the shoulder of this thing.
Fuck.
Like an opaque chamber. And a whole sequence of eyes sort of move around her.
Willy Wonka's chocolate monster.
Shoulder was a general term, right?
Very general. Don't think about that too much.
Right.
Giraud just shouts to Cookie, like, put down that fucking camera and shoot that thing! Shoot it! Shoot it!
Okay. I put the camera and bring around the rifle.
Yeah.
But I think that's when I probably realise what I'm looking at.
Yeah. I mean, this is an alien monstrosity.
I'm volunteering myself for a sanity roll here.
Well, you've already passed, so until something else horrific occurs.
Okay.
I'm going to give you... I mean, you lost 4 sanity for a pass. That's not great. You're witnessing a black abhorrence, and maybe shooting it isn't such a bad idea, but it does have Rosa. It's your choice. It's your call.
I think I swing my gun round and look at it, and then I'm just so confused, like just so startled. I'm so hypnotized by it that I don't shoot.
Yeah. Could you both give me a dexterity check? Do I mean dexterity? No. Give me a spot hidden. But you pass your hard. The hard carries over. You see it coming. You see a launch of a spiked tentacle starts to come up towards you.
Evasive maneuvers!
Yeah. Give me a roll on piloting anyway.
Okay.
On the basis of kind of on the basis of a chase, really.
That is a 69 on a 72.
Nice. Pass. Good. That's what you needed. You stay quite low, but you pull up and away over the ridge. Could the 2 unconscious individuals give me a power roll?
Yeah.
40. I think that might
10.
be a pass.
Extreme success.
That's a pass. You're both passing.
Yeah.
You hear a voice, both of you go, I can help you. You can help me. We can all help each other. Come on. I know this make happiness, yes. Come on. And you see the glimmering of the room again, Basker. But then it just fades out. You, for the first time, Crowe, see the glimmering of this long tabled room with a corpulent figure at the end of it, with a twisted hairpiece.
I heard Basker's description of his dream, right? Is that you? That's you, Guillermo. Basker. Not Guillermo, what's his name? What's your name? Alessandro De Peter.
When he says Basker like that, are we in the same dream?
You can hear it all, and then it starts to fade away, and bright lights are just chasing it away, and that's
if I have
consciousness.
Have a second.
Yeah.
I turn and go, we're in the dream together.
And that's what you hear, Crowe.
Excellent. As I hear that voice, I reach out to where Basker's voice comes from. Do I find him, or is he gone?
You're reaching out in reality, and you feel each other, and you realise that what you've seen is real. As you see this thing on the beach, and you have to both roll your sanity.
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Bastard.
Where are you flying, Giraud? Where are you flying, Cook?
I'm back. I say we go back to the ship. We got to get back to the ship. We get on the boat. Never get off the boat. That's the don't get off the boat.
Could you both give me an idea roll, Cook and
I
Giraud?
failed my sanity, by the way.
Basker, failed sanity for Crowe.
Success.
So D6 for Basker. Oh dear, 6.
That's indefinite insanity anyway.
Indefinite insanity on your previous 3 that you've lost. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry, man. That was...
So that's a 4. I rolled a 48. Am I rolling against intelligence?
You are rolling against intelligence.
Yes, success.
And D20 for you. 13 sanity lost for Crowe.
13. Oof, fuck me.
13. Which will be more than 5 in 1 is enough to trigger a bout. Certainly.
I mean, I had lost some sanity already because I'd been on 52. I'd forgotten that. So I'm now on 28 out of 52.
Harsh.
Yeah.
You instinctively want to charge it, and you begin firing.
Right.
You're going to kill it.
I've got my shotgun, right?
Yeah. You start firing. I mean, you're not. I mean, obviously, you're completely crazy, but you think you're absolutely doing the right thing. Cookie, how did you do on your idea?
Yeah, I made it.
Okay. Not only is that thing big enough to threaten the ship, you have a feeling that this guy was heading somewhere other than the ship. So although your strong natural instinct is there, I think the two of you share a look and realise...
What do we do? Down into that crack he run into?
Well, there is the cave.
Yeah.
That he was presumably heading towards.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go there.
All right. Putting down... How close is it to this entrance? Do we think we could put down and get in there before it can catch up to us?
Well, you fly around and see the entrance to the cave.
Okay.
But you also see directly underneath at this lowering tide what looks like a second entrance, which you could also land directly by.
Let's do it.
There's the high entrance, which must have been there for hundreds of years. What you also see is the evidence of ordnance fire. With your military experience, the two of them, you realise that missiles must have landed here. Quite probably fired during the Falklands War. It looks like heavy ordnance. And the rock has fallen away.
You think that thing was sealed up in here? Got out?
I don't know. I don't understand at all. Let's try and get to that other entrance.
Yeah, the lower one, yeah?
Yeah.
You land by the lower entrance. The bout of madness for you, Basker, is you see very clearly standing on the shore Gonzalez.
The man from the dream.
Yeah. He's just walking towards you very steadily, fat, very naked, but wearing this toupee.
I start up my recording equipment and I say, I am now meeting a man who is named after a ship, or possibly a ship is named after him, the Alicia Gonzalez. I am not entirely sure where this man has come from or what he represents. He is a corpulent, naked man wearing a piece. And then I offer him the microphone.
Barney is so good to have someone here who will finally understand. Such an intelligent man. You were always overlooked, weren't you?
Well, I'm afraid flattery won't work in this interview, sir. I need to know a few things. First of all, our listeners will want to know, are you named after the ship, or is the ship named after you?
Oh, I am the ship. I'm all of the people on the ship. You know that. Why would you try and protect your mind? It's such a poor choice.
All right, then.
Why did they kick you out of your job?
You are the ship. They didn't kick me out. We left on mutual terms.
Oh, that's what you tell yourself. You left on mutual terms. Not some kind of...
You can't kick someone out who's left.
Inappropriate? Was it an inappropriate activity?
No.
Something you should not have been doing, eh?
Nothing like that at all.
It's okay. Gonzalez does this all the time.
Listen, the listeners aren't interested in me. The listeners are interested...
I have your friend in my body. Would you like her back?
Yes, please.
Okay, why don't you come with me? And he puts his hand out and it starts elongating like it did the first time.
All right. But you better be prepared to explain what exactly you're talking about. Because the listeners need to know.
And you reach out your hand.
So, Danny Cook and Pascal Giraud.
The two of you get out of the helicopter, armed to the teeth. And you go into the cave and there's dripping water. And you go deeper in and you see thick sludge slime. Give me a dexterity check, both of you.
I have the shotgun out, by the way.
Yeah, for close quarters, right?
Success on the dex.
Yeah.
55 on 70.
Bad fail.
Cookie slips into it, goes right up to his hip. It's really thick and deep. And you can see all of these bits and you realise they're little bits of bone. Little bits of bone of penguins. And maybe other things.
The fuck is this?
Basker and Crowe, you go briefly unconscious. Dalton is consumed by a tentacle and is no longer with us.
Christ alive.
Thanks for playing, Jeany.
That's what happens when you give him a hard midnight finish, Jeany.
It was an absolute delight.
God.
Fucking hell!
I'm not necessarily saying you're dead.
Bedtime's a bitch.
We can always do an epilogue.
Bedtime's a bitch.
Bye then.
You said to me in the kitchen, hard midnight finish.
I didn't know Tentacle was going to do it, though.
Could you get... I think she gets airlifted out, doesn't she? Isn't that right?
I've been consumed.
I don't know. I think a hard tentacle finish at midnight sounds pretty good to me.
You've been consumed by a tentacle as far as the others are aware.
Okay. Well,
I'd love a hard
everyone.
tentacle finish, midnight finish.
Okay.
It's been lovely.
Oh, pleasure. As always.
I'll be off then.
Now I can do this in 15, or I can do this in half an hour. And if anybody else wants to leave right now,
You're going to get done by a tentacle. Don't say yes.
Yeah, I know.
there are other ways for it to finish. There are other ways for it to finish.
Yeah.
I'm all right for half an hour.
Me likewise.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I can't do half an hour, I'm afraid.
No,
Yeah,
15?
I can do 15.
10,
I'm starting to
15.
get tired.
15.
Keep going as long as I can.
So that gives us an adrenaline boost, doesn't it, to know that
Yeah.
the innocent party has just been sucked up by a tentacle.
Murdered.
So